I got scammed by a scam Wick. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Mr. Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5 as we've witnessed more than a $10,000 move in 24 hours for Bitcoin. Wow. Wow. This is incredible. Wow. And on top of that, Solana has moved massive amounts, right? Like almost $50, right? In 24 hours. It's incredible what has happened in the weekend, thanks to Donald Trump coming out and saying that a set of coins are going to be in the strategic crypto reserves. You know, I honestly didn't think he would come out and say it. I thought, presidents would just do it and then, it would show up and then all of a sudden, boom, people would be surprised and, the prices would have moved up into that, of course, and then dumped down because that's generally what happens. But, he came out and did this, and I think it was all perpetrated, managed. Now I know that the markets are actually being manipulated by this administration heavily, right? We're going to have to watch out for that. So the prices broke key levels on purpose last week to, allow this to happen, to allow some people to profit greatly by this turn of events. They probably knew this happening. All right, with that said, let me go over some of my mistakes. One of my mistakes is right here. Remember what I told you guys? I told you this is going to be difficult to buy this as this drops down here. You got to be able to have the stones to buy it. Well, I didn't. That was my mistake, man. I should have just put the buy orders as planned down here so that it automatically executes. And then this way you could just okay, I don't want to look at it and let it go. I didn't do that. My bad, right? That's how hard it is, right? Remember what I told you guys when I was setting this up. I said there was most likely going to be a scam Wick here, and I did not go, wait a second here, Da Vinci. I'll admit this. When I thought, okay, well, all the other cryptocurrencies broke key levels except Bitcoin. Shouldn't that indicate something to you, right? Other than the double top, stuff like that. The double top still, although its target is 63 or whatever, it's still within the limits of a bull market for Bitcoin, and it's not the true key level for saying, hey, we're in a downtrend. So, with that said, right, I have to apologize for my gloominess last week. It was just oof, damn, brutal watching prices action going down. It is really difficult, right? You have to accept the price action and then act accordingly in that particular situation. And, especially when beforehand that, prices should come down and wick down and then come back up. It's really hard to actually do that. Yeah. With that said, let's move on to Bitcoin. Look at the structure here. This is called a hammer candle. Now, it isn't fully formed as a positive hammer candle just yet because it's red. And we're going to have to see price action go this week close higher, which we will because, the announcement just occurred on the weekend. So that doesn't give a chance for, the New York boys to really get in on this action. So they just keep in mind when you miss the boat, you miss the boat. But when industry players and institutions miss the boat, they bring the boat back. So keep that in mind. When you're going to make a trade here, we're going to see that this might come back a little bit more before we actually start to take off so that they can get in, right? They're going to try to bring this boat back heavy because they missed it on the weekend, right? And they can only do so much, but then it's off to go, off to the races. With that said, let's go down to the lower time frames. Take a look at what the price action is happening here. You can see we topped out at this support level here, right? Which is at the $92,700, which I mean, I haven't changed since we dropped below the key levels here, and then we stopped at another key levels. This light white one right here, 86, but it was a weak one, weak support, and it became weak resistance, of course, and it just blew through that, and then another resistance level right here on this candle, this hourly candle, and then it just blew through that. And now you can see that we're probably going to come back a little bit, probably to the 91. At the worst case scenario, maybe drop down to the 200 period moving average on the hourly, but unlikely. We're going to have to look for other reasons for that to happen. Possibly this support level here at the 89,000 is the best case scenario for you to rebuy Bitcoin. Let's see here. There's not much else within the realm of right here. So you can see there's a wick there, right there at that close to the $89,000 mark. So there we could see prices come back there before we actually take off once again. So that gives you an opportunity to buy if we pull back a little bit. It is what it is. Trump did what he did. Let's see, what is this? Let's take a look at the price action here. Let's start with, let's just say with this candle here at 2100 hours. And if we were to go back to 2100 hours here, right? That's from this point here. $11,500 in 24 hours, right? Thanks to the Trump pump, right? And we haven't finished, right? If we were to start from the actual pump, which is down here, we still haven't finished, right? We got another, 12 hours to go before we can say, less than 12 hours actually, before we can say, boom. Yeah, there's the CMA gap, right? I'm sure at this 85, and yeah, that's another possibility that we fill that. Let's take a look at that CME gap that has been created. No guarantees that it's going to actually fill that gap, but let's just take a look. Let's see here. Do I have the CME? It is right here. Damn, gappy gap. What a gap! It filled the other CME gap, but this gappy gap is the biggest gappy gap, right? Because look at that. We can fly an airplane through this thing. Damn, we could fly an A380 through that thing, through that gap, man. Look at that. I think the plane's still too big. Boom. Damn, this got room to spare. This airplane. Damn, look at that. A3. Let's make an A380. Boom. Look at that gap. Wow. Clean. This is big. This was the biggest manipulative market to occur in a very long time, right? Because this is pure manipulation, both this way down and this way up. And if you cry, manipulation is horrible, dude, all markets are manipulated. It's just a matter of extent. Okay? Let it go. Let it go. All right? Trump has the big extent to manipulate the market. That's just the way it is. He was able to manipulate the market in a major way. Okay? And whether you like it, dislike it, it is what it is. Do not cry. Do not pout. Okay? It's not going to stop just because you don't like it. All right? With that said, let's go back to WEEX and see if we can make some trades here. Add to our trade at the 88K level. Well, let's just go just above this wick here, the 89K, 88,900-ish area. Let's add to it. Add to this trade right now, right? And got to be bold. 20%, because we missed it. We missed it. We had an opportunity of a lifetime and we missed it. Not going to miss again. And then we're going to add at the CME gap opening, which is down here. Confirm, right? And then let's add this one, add small amount here. They're always a pain in the butt. They never really quite work. There we go. Got it. Confirm. Boom. Okay, so now we're going to place we're not making the same mistakes. Or again, we're going to place the orders and, let the market wait. And then what we're going to do, right, actually, once we come down, right, and we break higher, we're going to actually reduce the what's it called, leverage to, we could actually do it right now, but I'm going to do it later. We're going to reduce the leverage to 3 to 1 because now the odds of us breaking down again to those lows have dropped to significantly very low levels, right? And that we're going to probably go a lot higher, even if we just come back to retest the lower levels, these levels, once again, to fill the gaps. No guarantees to the management, right? You do your own research. That is what I'm doing. All right. People are watching this live and they're actually commenting and reminding me to do stuff, to look at some stuff, right? Whilst I'm doing the show. So if you want to do that, you could head over to levex.davincij15.com, right? Links are in the description below, and sign up and follow me there. And you can join this live show, levex.davincij15.com. And you could follow and see these videos live. Okay, head over to Solana and take a look at what it produced on its weekly candle. Hammer candle. Wow. It is a bullish candle, right? And it's not fully formed bullish because we have to create at least another hammer candle, another candle, green candle here. And then we can say, okay, now it's bullish because we have like 3 candles, which is, it turns into a fractal, basically. Fractal that targets right back all the way up to the top here at 250. Wow. Damn. That is so crazy. That is so crazy how that the turnabout has become with crypto. I mean, it's just, man, this is crypto, man. This is crypto. All right. Well, obviously the same rules apply if you miss the move, right? You know, they're probably going to bring the boat back. You can see there's support. There's a support level at the 58, which we stopped and paused there. And if we were to break this down, you can see that there was a pause at that level. Yep, there we go. Didn't look like it wasn't going to hold it. And now, you know, it's broken through. So effectively, we could retest into that area. It might not be that might not be the exact area, but I think this is good enough. That red line is good enough. And then we'll break, or we're probably going to break higher. Now, looking back, let's go back to the 4 hour. We have to look back to see if there's support, resistance here. Yes, there is. We can bring down that red line a little bit. There's a little bit of resistance, but I want to maybe add another line here, a smaller one. Gonna put a weak resistance line here because we're gonna probably blow through that like it was ain't no thing. Here, I'm gonna delete that and add, and that's it. Boom. Oh man. So with that said, right, you have your trades for the week. You're looking for, you know, a pullback to get yourself back in the game. If you sold out in a panic, I sold some stuff in a panic. I have to admit that. But I did get back in. I got lucky. I was like trying to plan my entry because I knew that markets had to bounce from the lower level. And I was trying to plan my entry points at around 6:30 local time. And shortly after, as I was planning, I saw prices just explode everywhere. And I was like, what's going on? And within a 1 minute candle, I'm like, what's going on? There's something announced. Better go check that out on Twitter. Boom, there it was. And I hit the buy button on all these things that I had sold out on quickly. So, except for a few things. So that's just the way it is, right? There will be another pump, so be ready for that. Obviously, a lot of New York people want to get that pullback so that they can get in, all right? Because they missed it on the weekend. So make sure you participate on any kind of pullback. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.